What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Steelers Rewind here on Penn Live. Obviously, no practice outside today. The pads didn't even get put on before the Steelers had to move inside because of rain, thunderstorms. It's actually blue out here right now. They would have been out here right now. Backs on backers, receiver one-on-ones, line one-on-ones, all that great stuff would have been happening, but the severe weather pushed them inside, and they aren't even in pads inside. So nothing is going on really today for the Steelers. Glorified walkthrough, maybe some indie development, but nothing deep here for the Steelers. Disappointing because obviously I love the first day of pads. We will get that tomorrow as long as everything permits, but it is supposed to rain again tomorrow. So who knows if we're actually going to get it or not, but that's obviously the scheduled plan for the Steelers. So let's talk about kind of what I learned today. Got to talk to some guys, got to watch about 10 minutes of walkthrough. So Broderick Jones wouldn't have practice today. Calvin Anderson was the left tackle, the starting left tackle. They also did an unbalanced formation in their walkthrough where Anderson went over by Faltano and then Washington kicked inside to play right next to Spencer Anderson, who usually would be Isaac Seumalo. So something to think about there. Cool unbalanced sets can do different things in how it shifts a defense. Steelers are obviously going to do that and move guys around offensively and defensively in hopes of getting mismatches and affecting gaps and creating more gaps to do that. So the Steelers definitely are looking at kind of deeper things that they can do to affect defenses this year. That is one of them. Talked to Cory Trice today. He is really focused on this year. It really feels like something for him. It feels like a make or break year. Torn ACL year one. The hamstring injury knocking him out for a significant portion last year after he had a great summer. This year feels like Trice is out to prove something. That one, he can stay healthy. Two, he can make plays, especially in the deep secondary where he hopes to still play. Dimebacker role is going to be open. He could win that role. Brandon Echols will be in that role. He talked to me a little bit about that dimebacker competition, and he is excited for it. So Cory Trice worked out as well with TJ Watt down at the Steelers facility this offseason, so he kind of got training tips from TJ. That's a good thing. Talked to Dylan Cook today. Dylan Cook had the opportunity to be the first-team left tackle on Sunday when Broderick went down. Did a nice job, and he's kind of the same way. He's been here for, this is year 3 for him. It's kind of a make-or-break year for him. He's got to show something for the Steelers to buy into him as a legitimate piece on that offensive line and the depth in the offensive line. So he's a guy that has a lot to prove as well. I talked with a lot of people today just about Jalen Ramsey, just kind of what he's like off the field. Obviously, he's been great on the field, but off the field, he's been a willing helper. A lot of these guys have said. A lot of these guys, remember, are like young enough to have watched him in Jacksonville and watched him growing up, and he's some of their favorite players. Like Dante Kent, for example, said he's literally his favorite player. So it's a little surreal for him to have him right next to him in the locker room. So it's something that's surreal for some of these guys. And he seems to have been a willing helper, and he seems very engaged in the locker room as well. All right, folks, obviously not much more detail to have. Mike Tomlin and Darius Slay will talk later. I will talk about that on the podcast later. We will have a live podcast. John's here with me today. So we will talk about some things that we learned from today, and then I will be back as well tomorrow with more. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications.